I just find girls more attractive than women.
What?
That's the gist.
3-year-old be consensual.
That is insane.
Tell me that.
Well, I mean, as long as the child can verbalize.
Get off your ass.
Your thing is, though, you've never touched a kid, you never will.
I've never touched one. I can't say never I got to be honest with you, but I mean.
That's exactly why people want you.
Oh my gosh!
My first guest today is a self-admitted pedophile.
What?
Self-admitted pedophile, and up until a month ago, he ran a website for other pedophiles describing how to find girls in parks to take pictures of them, rape them,
What?
avoid the police. This guy could have been in the park taking pictures of your little girls and putting them on a website, and so other pedophiles could look at them. In my opinion, this guy is a monster.
What? Self-admitted as if you came out and told people, yeah, I like kids. Is that what we're talking about?
And
Like,
because he ran this website and everybody knows who he is, he's being hunted wherever he goes.
good.
Exactly.
Good. W people.
So are you ready to meet this guy? All right, here he is, Jack Mcclellan.
What? This nigga think he's so cool. Take them shades off. You look like a fucking dork.
You can understand the audience.
You look stupid.
Now, first of all, I want to look into the eyes of a monster, so I'd like you to take your sunglasses off.
Well,
Why is he sitting down? Steve, handle this.
the only reason I wear the sunglasses is because of the lighting. Yeah, my eyes just.
There is nothing wrong with the lighting. Take the fucking sunglasses off.
I'll tell you this. Either you take those sunglasses off, or I'm going to take them off for you.
He's smiling. Okay.
Mark,
I can't.
put them in the pocket.
Why is he
I think
sitting
if
down?
you are
Steve,
out
beat his
there
ass.
saying that you're a pedophile, then you should be able to look everybody in the eye and not hide behind those sunglasses, okay?
Fair enough.
Now, you're a self-admitted pedophile, right?
Yes, I just find girls more attractive than women. That's
What?
the gist of it.
It's the fact that he can say this shit with a full chest.
From what I
And he's not
understand,
stuttering.
You're talking about girls as young as 3 years old to like 11 years old.
No, this nigga needs to die. He needs to die.
You have sexual attraction to these girls.
It's not all sexual. In fact, I
So
would
what is it?
say the majority of it is sexual, but to be honest, there is a sexual element, yes.
Do you think that this is a problem?
What?
In your own mind. I mean, we think that this is terrible. This is horrible. But in your mind, do you know what you're doing? Is it bad in your mind? Do you know in your soul that this is wrong?
No, my conscience is clear. I've never broken the law. I mean, even you can ask the
What you're
authorities
doing
in,
is
California.
this. Just because you didn't break the law does not mean that it's morally right. That doesn't make any fucking sense. So if the age of consent was 12, would you start fucking a 12-year-old? Probably.
I'm not asking about the law, and we'll get to all that. But I'm saying, inside you,
Yeah.
you don't feel like some guiltiness, like this is bad, this is wrong, these are children, I shouldn't be doing this?
These are babies,
But
bro.
then you go and you make it easier for other pedophiles to
Which
do
is
this?
crazy.
Well, I'm really not doing anything. I'm not having sex with kids.
Listen, wait a second.
But you're
running
fantasi-
a website up until a month ago.
Yeah.
It says you're giving tips for other pedophiles. You don't
So-
see anything wrong with that?
Well, I'm giving tips on how to enjoy children non-sexually.
You're
legally.
helping
Here's the damn
the bad
thing about it.
guys.
Being a pedophile is wrong. Now, you might not be able to control yourself. It's wrong. But then you go and you make it easier for other pedophiles to do this? You think at any level inside you, you don't feel this is wrong, that you shouldn't be doing this?
I don't know.
This
I'm
is
kind of
sick.
rethinking everything.
If you're rethinking, then
So
you know
why
at
is-
some point that this is wrong?
Well,
Look at him, bro. Look at that fucking haircut. Oh my, bro, let it go. Shave off all that shit. That see-through ass bob. He looks like he commits this type of crime. Just like the dude from the last episode. They look like they commit this type of crime. But when it comes to down shit like this, it's better to judge off of that and remove yourself from that situation than to find out.
Up on the screen here is his website. And on this website, he gave tips on
What?
rating the cuteness of little girls and where there was a police presence. Like, you could go to this park and there's all these little girls and you'll be safe because there's no police. This is what tips he's given.
So you're taking pictures of random children at random places. Is this not illegal? This has to be illegal. This has to fall in some subsection within the CP.
Yesterday, me and my executive producer, while we were going over your story and that you were going to be on the show, there was a woman on another channel talking about, you don't want to go out and take a baseball bat to you or something like that. And you know what I was thinking in my head? I honestly, the first reaction was, if you did that to my daughter, I would take a
shoot
baseball
you.
bat to your head.
I would shoot you like a f***ing dog. I would. Over and over and over again. Look how everybody's agreeing. Everybody here wants to beat your ass. And I hope Steve let that happen.
And I'm not saying you, Jack, any pedophile, because I'm telling you this, as a father, and I think every father and every mother
This is
that's
so
out
gross.
there that is trying to protect and love their children, they would feel the same way. And I would suffer any consequence because of my actions if you did anything to hurt my children.
Bro. Can the studio audience not beat his ass like I've been requesting this whole time?
Now, this just came in. I was just handed this, and this is, says the police are investigating allegations against you that you were in a girl's dressing room last month.
Excuse me?
Says this girl says that she saw you after her 9-year-old daughter performed a solo dance, and you were taking pictures of her. Is that true?
Excuse me?
California?
I don't care where it's at.
Does it fucking matter? You mean it happened in more than one place?
You're here, so you're saying it's false.
No, someone just pulled that out of thin air.
America, I am so disappointed in y'all. I am so disappointed. Do all this rah-rah about, oh, guns, yeah, keep our guns, America, yeah. But niggas like this is walking around unscathed. We couldn't even win the shooting section in the Olympics. I am so disappointed in America, bro. Oh my gosh.
Everything I do was pretty much public knowledge on the site.
Well, you know what? These people don't know. So I want you to say and tell everybody watching the show in this audience the things that you did.
I only legal stuff on the site. The photos were legal. The blogging was obviously protected by the First Amendment.
It doesn't
I
matter.
just want to punch you right in the face.
Thank you. Can you do it, please? We're waiting. We're waiting. I don't think anybody would object to that. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's morally right. What the f is wrong with you?
You know, because what makes me angry about this whole story is that you have a sickness. You have a sickness inside you about this. But what gets me is that then you go and you help all these other sickos to do the same thing that you do.
He doesn't see anything wrong with it. Now, what if they actually go out and do something to somebody? That is on
All I
you.
found myself doing was with the site was just encouraging what I was doing. Which
is wrong.
Which is pedophilia. Like, what are we talking about?
Legally enjoying children at these events.
Legally enjoying children is insane.
Do you understand that? They look up to older people. They're trying. They need people to protect, to love them. They cannot protect themselves. And you're going out and you're encouraging people to do bad things to children.
No, I don't want to see anything bad happen to children.
And you wouldn't run that website.
Why is it so hard for him to understand that? What you're doing is wrong.
You say there's a code of ethics for pedophiles.
Excuse
Explain to
me?
us, how is there a code of ethics for pedophiles?
Just that everything has to be consensual. no coercion.
Children can't consent. Kids cannot consent. What are we talking about? What are we actually talking about here? Consensual on which part? Yours only? I don't think those girls wanted you to take pictures of them. I don't think that girl wanted you to go in her dressing room. I don't think any of these little girls that you're talking about, that you fantasize about, like you. If they see you, they'll scream and run away.
Children cannot be consensual.
Like-
Do you understand that?
Personally, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I wouldn't go all the way to sex.
You
How
would.
can a 3-year-old be consensual?
That is insane.
Tell me that.
Well, I mean, as long as the child can verbalize.
Get off your ass.
Right.
Get
Why
off
is
your ass.
why is he still sitting down? I've been saying this whole time. Steve, is that not your thing? Again, studio audience, beat his ass. He's right there. So you telling me not one person jumped?
You don't deserve to sit on my stage. You know that? You don't get it. For
You just now realize that?
Now, you know, let me tell you something, and I'll let you explain this code of ethics. In the Marine Corps, we had ethics, and we had morals, and we had integrity. And as policemen, we had morals and integrity and principles. And those things are about protecting this country and protecting our citizens, protecting them from people like you. Jack is back. Let's bring him out.
He came back.
All right, Jack, you know not to sit on my stage.
Right. Get the up, nigga. How did your balding spot get bigger?
When I heard that you were coming back, I had to ask, why would you come back on the show after what we...
That fuck ass shirt.
Well, Steve, I just feel I have a message that needs to be heard. That it's possible
What?
to be a law-abiding pedophile. I know that sounds a little crazy, but
It does sound crazy.
A law-abiding pedophile? So what, you use your seatbelt but you touch kids from time to time? Like, what are we talking about?
What I want to know is, a child really can't give consent. They're children. They don't have the, you know, in their head to know what's going on, to give that consent. And I think it does. We have story after story up here, Jack, that these young kids, when they were younger, they get molested, and they have dealing with problems the rest of their life, serious problems, because of what somebody did to them when they were a child.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm wrestling with this. And I think there's a difference between the older prepubescent girls and the real young ones. I mean, I think the older ones, maybe 9, 10, 11, they're more mature.
What? A 9 or 10-year-old is more mature? I'm thinking his category of older was like 13 to 16, but he's talking older as in closer to double digits. Is that what you're talking about? As soon as they hit 11, they're fucked? Like they're too old for you?
I am going to hold in all my anger and talk to you without getting too angry just yet, okay?
Okay, just yet.
Nobody has beat his ass yet?
At a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, that you think, maybe before that, maybe I have a little moral issue. But 9, 10, 11, the moral issue's not there?
Well, again, I'm wrestling with all this in my head and debating it, and I think...
What are you wrestling with? You want to fuck kids. You want to, and if you were legally, because that's your big thing, if you were legally allowed to, you would. You would be a pimp, pimping out little girls. You're not juggling anything in your mind. You know what you want to do, but you can't say it because you're on national TV.
There's a big question whether it really is damaging. I mean,
Do you remember when you were 9 or 10?
Yeah.
And would if somebody started having sex with you at 9 or 10, you don't think that would have screwed you up? Or I mean, I got to ask, were you ever sexually molested?
No.
So you don't know how it
You're
affects
giving
people.
tips to other pedophiles on how to find good-looking little kids, where to go, what's the best spots.
Yeah. But
So you're
I toned it down quite a bit.
You toned it down quite a bit.
How?
How did you tone it down, Jack?
Well, the reviews now are just a couple lines for each review.
Reviews on what?
Of each event I went to, a kiddie event. And
He goes to
I
events.
just think it's a lot more tame and.
So you go to kiddie events
Yeah.
where there's little children, and then you'll post a review like you just went to see a movie.
That's about the size of it.
What are you
Explain
reviewing?
your rating system on the website.
Well, it's just like you said, like the movie ratings, except I use hearts instead of stars.
Are you rating little girls, 3-year-olds?
Because
You use hearts instead of stars when you're rating the little girls.
An
Bro,
adult
why do they keep
victim
cutting?
Of a pedophile. And I think that you are absolutely disgusting. First of all, I can't get over your outfit. I mean,
Fuck
is this
ass
what-
fit, like I said before.
Is this what you wear to charm children? You ruin lives.
I'm sorry for what happened to you, but
No,
you know.
well,
What? No,
happened
you're
to
not
me,
sorry.
You're repeating it. You're doing it to other children.
Exactly.
I don't believe for a second that you refrain or you restrain or whatever.
He
I
doesn't.
believe that you have done stuff. You're probably not wanting to admit it because you're on television and cops are looking at you or whatever.
What did I
But,
say?
You know, there's no question in my mind that you probably have done something and certainly do want to do something.
Yeah.
Okay? And let me tell you something. Little girls ages 3 to 11 do not find you hot. They do not
I
like
know,
being
I know.
touched.
I-
They don't like how you smell.
They
don't
don't.
like how you look.
And
they don't
don't.
like how they feel. And it's not consensual. Okay? It's not.
Like, it can never be consensual. Why is that so hard to put through his
I'd
brain?
like to invite you to visit the
Damn, this is some old ass shit. Bro, is he still alive? Like I said, America is a joke. Y'all talk all this stuff about guns, but people like this still walk our streets. Like, what are we talking about? Do something right for the first time with your guns. Instead of shooting up kids, shoot people who touch kids.
Yeah, I'm getting recognized. I fear for my safety. That's
Good.
why I've been hanging out in these more affluent areas. I don't know where else to go. I mean,
Does he only have one shirt?
I feel like a sitting duck. Obviously, if I go into a grocery store, and this has already happened, I've violated that order because there are kids walking by. But I mean, I gotta eat. I mean,
No,
this
you
is
don't.
so
You have to starve to
so
death.
overboard. I mean, they don't even do this to convicted sex offenders.
So your thing is, though, you've never touched a kid, you never will.
I've never touched one. I can't say never say never. I got to be honest with you, but I mean,
That's exactly why people want you.
Oh my gosh!
Look,
This is why it's
with all the
happening.
attention on me, with all the media hysteria. I mean, certainly anything's possible, but I'd say 99%. I'd never do anything illegal with a kid. I mean,
That's not too comforting.
well,
That's
it
not.
should be, I think.
It's not.
What's he?
Oh,
what's
man.
he? What's he being arrested?
I didn't know. This is UCLA property. Oh yeah, I didn't think it was.
It is. Can he like go to jail?
Be again for another violation.
Explain to him what you were told earlier.
Oh man. Yeah, he warned me. He didn't give me a specific list of things, but he warned me there were.
So basically, he can't go anywhere. He can't go anywhere. And that's good. The only place that you're safe is in jail. And I hope somebody deals with you in prison. And I hope you go there. This is so sick.
Krptic Unknown.